Coombs from the 117 and the 46 car. That's what I'll go for. Racing. They come round now, 177 hanging back for a slingshot. Let's hope he can get it all together and keep it going. Keep your eye on Ricky Bell in the 011 car, starting out of 4. The flag's down there racing. 177 just flopped him really. Noddy got the big NASCAR exhaust really burbling. Ricky Bell's in all kinds of trouble there as Walker tries to shun him out and goes around trying to do the job. But they all get through at this stage, yep. No collision, so Noddy's got the lead. The 50 car down the back had a bit of a hernia there somewhere, but Noddy, the 12 car, loses the track. So does the 18. Ricky Bell goes with him, gets a serve, another serve as they go round. The 08 will get through. K9 Bell recovers the quickest. Noddy's off and bolted, so he's off and running, no problem at all. 46 is coming through the field. I said keep your eye on him. He's been doing quite well. The 177 car, though, he was the quick one yesterday. Really drove well. So just keep your eye. Noddy, though, he's got that big old Holden. They took it back to Melbourne to tune it, or took it somewhere yesterday. He reckoned he wasn't getting enough noise out of it. The 18 car's just been taken out down there. I think he's done a radiator. Ricky Bell in second place at this stage, and it doesn't look like Rick driving, or is it? It might be Big Tony, he's co-driver. Car's down in that pit corner there, all kinds of drama. 43's moved up now to challenge third place, which is K9. K9 in third, 43 in fourth. Goes around the girls in 71 next. There's a bit of a almost a coming together there. And the 177 moving right up. So 177's we got the flashing lights over the back as we try and sort out a couple of these cars that are spun out on the far corner there. But our leader, Noddy, in the 10 car, doing it quite well at this stage. Half a lap on third place. Ricky Bell's about a third of a lap behind. 12 car gets it going again as he goes around. K9 back there in third. Mark Craig, they tell me Mark drove in the 6-hour race at Sandown last week and come second in his class. Well, he's third in his class at this stage, and it's not the place to be. Keep your eye on 177 though, couple of laps to go, and I think you'll see a change as third place just went for the 46 car. K9 pass. Here comes 177. He'll be looking for third now. Second, I should say, or fourth, or whatever. Something fell out of that car then. Bit of foam or something off the padding. The 46 into third place. K9 fourth. 177 will be looking for the break. Noddy's miles out in front now. That'll give Noddy 2 wins, a second and a way back in the field. So 2 wins and a second puts Noddy right up in the hunt as well. Up in the front mark. I think that'll put him right up in the first 3 or 4, I'd say, at this stage. Second place is Ricky Bell or Tony, whichever's driving, in the 011 car. Third place is 46. There's Brian Franken and Danny Lang. And then K9 in fourth and 177 fifth. White flag should be out on this lap. 1 to go. As 177 comes up in the 4th spot. 177's in there with the show now. As they go round, but Noddy down the back straight. Not a problem in the world there. Then we've got a lose over on the far corner. It's the 23 car. Sorts himself out as Ricky Bell, our second place getter, comes through. Ricky Bell, third, is under pressure now from the 177 car, the 46 car. Noddy takes the checkered flag in the 10 car. Through, and there goes third place. 46 made it blue, went wide, and 177 slipped straight through. Second place now, Ricky Bell takes the checkered. Third place now will be the 177 car. He'll be happy with that. That puts him right up the front in the final. In his points, he's way up the front. So here comes our third place getter now. Fourth will be 46. He'll make the final too, I would say, on points. As he goes over line. K9 fifth. I don't know how K9 will go. And then we've got the 08 car. Will come round. 08. 71's the girls. They're still in there. I don't know how they go. They probably make the repechage. Kylie Johnson in the 71 car as they come up, and the 28 car does a run up the inside. The 2 girls go over the bell. 28 car then. That's Greg Elton. So quite a good race again. Bad luck there for the 18 car. He's had a nightmare weekend, Hayden Guthridge. You name it, it went wrong for him. 25, last but not least, comes over the line, Robert Walker. John Cornelio, 62 car, one to watch in this race. Ronnie Black been doing very well. Ian Johnson, I should say, in the 110 car. He's all right. The 8 car, one to really watch there. I've picked 62 and 8. Will be the two real quick cars out of this field, I feel. And 41 would be my trifecta. 62, 8 and 41. 126 has got Robbie Bruce in it. Z1, that's Michael Evans. In the Z1, 65 is Russell Hill and Michael Griffey. Who have I missed in that? John Cornelio and Mick Hickman should be in the 37 car. There's a Maroney one, I can't pick the number on. It's not 23. I think it's one of the A cars, and I'm not quite sure who it is at this stage until I get a bit of a look in. 29, he's another one that's had a bad weekend. Dean Holland and Jeff Smith did not have a good weekend at all this week, so had dramas this weekend. The 3 car out there, bit of a hill climber, Wayne Ransdell and Ross Ritchie. They tell me Ross is into hill climbing and that. But he's on pole as he leads around, and the rest of the field strung out. He's going to be a bolter here. What's going to happen? Will they let him go? Yeah, he's let him go. The rest don't want to keep up. He said blow it, so let's go racing. Stevie Heinrich, the master of ceremonies, as Ronnie Black fights his way through. Robbie Bruce in the 126 goes through. Z1 Mark Evans trying to make a big move, and Dennis Hocking sits way back and says, I'm not going to have part of this rubbish until they sort themselves out. Z1 runs right off the track, so it's the Ramsdale car out in front from 133. That's Paul Hawkins and Darren Newham. Then Robbie Bruce in the 126. Robbie Bruce been around a long time, 20-odd years. Ronnie Black in the 62 car, also experienced driver. 41 then we have going through Gary Bradshaw. 110 Ian Johnson. Ian won this race a few years ago. Dennis Hocking not having any luck at all back there, getting boxed in. He'll still make the final because of his other heats. There's a lose there by the 65 car of Russell Hill. But as they come round again, it's the Ramsdale car out in front from the 133 car of Paul Hawken and Darren Newham. Robbie Bruce, Ronnie Black, then the 41 car of Gary Bradshaw. Then we've got Ian Johnson, then John Cornelio back there in all kinds of trouble in the big Chrysler by Chrysler. And further back in the field, Z1 Michael Evans moves through. 65 there, 8 Hockings picked up one place so far on the 23 car. 23 Robert Keeble as he goes through now. So we've got our leader Ramsdale from Robbie Bruce, then Ronnie Black, 133's drop back. Then we've got 41 back in there. 110 Z1, 8 is Dennis Hocking. Dennis won the big Showgrounds demo last weekend, Dennis Hocking. So he'll be out there. He finished second in this event in August, the Cannonball. But at the moment it is Ramsdale from Robbie Bruce, from Ronnie Black in third. Ronnie will be happy with that. Then we've got the 133 car. Then we've got the 110 car with pressure coming up the inside of 41 Bradshaw. With 110 holding his line. Michael, I should say. Michael Evans in the Z1. Dennis Hocking sitting back there. Dennis knows he's qualified, so he's not taking any risks. He's just out there to have some fun at this stage, I'd say. So Ramsdale leads, right. Robbie Bruce moving up on the tail of Ramsdale. Then we've got Ronnie Black, can't go on with the job. Just can't make an impression on him. As they come around these last few stragglers there, the guard hanging off 23 car. That's the car of Robert Keeble from Yea. But it's Ramsdale as he comes round again. Wayne Ramsdale over the line. Takes the white flag. Robbie Bruce second. Third Ronnie Black. They pulled out a country mile on the rest. 23 stuck over there in the entry to the dog leg. 133 comes through. Then we've got 41 as he runs through there. Gary Bradshaw. Then 29 having a shocking day, as I said. 29 Dean Holland. Michael Evans and Dennis Hocking sitting back, not taking any chances at all. 65 not having a good day. Where's our leader? He comes out of the dog leg there. Robbie Bruce gets sideways. Ronnie Black's into him. Here's a lose for Robbie Bruce. Just lost second place. If he can keep it going, he'll get third. So Robbie Bruce wouldn't be happy with that, but that's what they call racing. So 133 goes through, picks up third. Ronnie Black into second. He'll be happy with that. There's a bit of a coming together with 41 and 23. 41 gets through. Robbie Bruce can't get it going. Checkered flag to Ramsdale. Then Ronnie Black goes over. Then the 133 car of Paul Hawkins and Darren Newham. Then 41 will take out fourth. That's Gary Bradshaw. Then we've got, forget the 23 car with the wing out the side, Z1 and Hocking. Hocking's trying to, he backs off and lets them go over. Big V8 Z1, then it's Ian Johnson. And back to 65, and the rest don't matter. Robbie Bruce finally gets going. And quite a bit of excitement there with third place jumping into second when Robbie Bruce got unloaded. I didn't know it. I'm doing a lot of it without looking at the list. The 98 car there, that guy blew the motor up yesterday. Cooked all the heads, pulled it all apart last night and rebuilt her, and he's back out there with it, the 98 car, which is Paul Cunnington. 151, we've got Stevie White. Then we've got the 81 car of Darren Eddy, one of the front markers at this stage, going very well. The 81 car, 2 car, actually he was going well. The guy was leading the race and he pulled off with 1 lap to go and didn't realise it. He thought the white flag was a checkered flag, that guy, and they reckon he was kicking himself when he realised what he'd done. 43 car out there is Gary Smith. 196 is the Bear. Lenny Bates. 87's one to watch in this one. Peter Lloyd had a couple of wins. 177's there. That's 171, I should say, on the roof. That is Rod Darrington. 39 is Ashley Schuenbeck and Bruce Miller. 67 is Ray Barnsveld. Who have I missed in this field? Oh, we got the 31 car out there too. That's John Hameetman in the 31. And the 44 car, Mick Henskins. I nearly missed Mick Henskins. He hadn't had a bad sort of a run. But once to watch though, the 81 car definitely is one of the quick ones out that field. 87, Lloydie, he'll be going well. And the 171 car, young Rod Darrington, he also knows how to drive. They come round now for a start. Green's down, they've got a race going here. 43 tries to make it. Here comes the 98 car now, looking for a way to go, so he goes straight through him. The car, Darrington gets tangled up again. Rod had a bit of bad luck. Lloydie's had a serve there in the 87 car. Right into the guard. That won't make it. There's the coppers, got the lights on. They're off after the field there in the Interceptor. I think the Interceptor's about to get unloaded. That's no way to treat an officer of the law, is it now? I wish we'd all could do that, but anyway, 43's got the lead now. 98 will move up in the second as he goes through. 43's Gary Smith, I think it is. Yeah, Gary Smith in the 43 car. From the, here comes Eddie now, Darren Eddy in the 81 car. As I said, been going very well. This guy's going to be right up the front in the final too. Really been pushing hard, except he drove off the track in one heat with a lap to go and didn't realise it. Smoke coming out of the 98 car. He rebuilt that motor last night. He won't be happy about that. He pulled that apart in the pits and completely rebuilt it. Mick Henskin's moved up now, and Rod Darrington's found his way through. Lloyd, he's sitting back there not doing much at all in this one. He's got 2 wins and a third, so he'll be in the final. I don't think he's too worried. Same thing as Dennis Hocking. He went out there. Darrington into the tyres, sorts it out, gets off him again. He comes down, not having a real good run. But 43, Gary Smith leads them around from Darren Eddy, then the 98 car of Paul Cunnington. Then we've got, who's gone around there? I think that is the Paul Cunnington car. Mick Henskins gets caught behind. That allows Darrington to go right round the outside off the track and sneak through into 4th position. 151's moved up now. That's Stevie White in the 151 Falcon. So what have we got out there? Our leader is Gary Smith from Darren Eddy, then Steve White, then we've got Rod Darrington, Mick Henskins, then we go right back to the 39 car of Ashley Schuenbeck and Bruce Miller, then 98, Paul Cunnington, then what have we? The 67 car of Ray Barnveld, 87's Lloydie, 196 is the Bear, and 31 is John Havmeekman. There's a lose there by Darrington and Mick Henskin. That lets 39 through into 5th position. There's a 4th position. The leader goes through under the Interceptor. The Interceptor's doing the old trick of we'll wait back and catch him next time round. If he drops back and gets lapped by the front 2 cars, Eddie out wide. The 43 car down low. Gary Smith tries to keep it all together as they come through again. There's a challenge now by Eddie. Eddie goes through and he's got the grunt too. He's on the outside though. What will happen as he drops in? 43 stays down low. Eddie out wide. 3rd place is a mile back. Eddie can't go on with the job at this stage. And the rest of the field aren't going to catch these 2. Mick Henskins get unloaded again by the 196. He sorts it out. One down there in the tyres, but our two leaders as the rain starts to fall again. The leader, 43 from 81, then 151. Lloydie's up in the 6th spot at this stage, and Darrington right beside him. Throws it in wide all the way around. Beautiful power slide there by the 171 car of Rod Darrington. Slides straight into the tyres. Beautifully done. That's why he moves up again. 151 now's got the pressure on him, and he's the third place getter, 98. Here comes our front two, though. They'll come round this time for the checkered. 43, the Gary Smith from Darren Eddy. Eddy will be happy with that. Third place will be the 98 car at this stage, if he can keep it going. 39 gets lost in his smoke. Poor old 151, Steve White got lost back there. So here comes the Interceptor's not looking very well. Third place, he'll be happy with this after all that effort to build that motor. Blowing heaps of smoke, but he still takes out third. Fourth is 39, Ashley Schuenbeck. Fifth is Steve White. Sixth is Peter Lloyd. Seventh, Rod Darrington. Eighth will be the 31 car of John Have Meatman. Have a steak on me. And then we got Mick Henskin in the 44 car, and Lenny Bates in the 196. 67, Ray Barnveld, and I think that's... And we got the Interceptor, the 2 car. 2 cars got Lee Burley, Rowan Quill, Daniel Hobson, and Simon Fung. Take your pick who was driving, because I wouldn't have a clue. Today too I have got some giveaways from our sponsors and things. North Ringwood Auto Parts up there at North Ringwood have some vouchers here that I will find some little reason to give away later on. From a few years ago, but it's still going, this car. It doesn't look well, but it's still going. But on pole we got Chippy in the 63 car. One of the other cars in the exhibition was the 96 car there, the big black Falcon from Clearview Windscreens, being driven today by Adrian Gower. Glenn Beggs at the wheel of the 4 car, Chippy in the 60, Graham Duffy in the 61 car. Then we've got Simon Bent in the 9 car. The 06 car's got Johnny Yule. The 7 car they had to rebuild last night. It's got Philip Giddens in it. Then we go back to 77, Mark Taylor. Very good run yesterday. He's going to be in the final for sure. 38's Joe L. Then we've got the 140 car. That's Dustin Alberni and Frank Ramsdale. These guys are into hill climbing. Then we've got the 52 car, Brendan Smith and Dean Smith. So as the rain falls, this is going to be a wet one. This will be interesting, but we'll see how things go. Last year's winner, unfortunately, couldn't be here today. We were hoping to see him up here, Glenn Carroll, but unfortunately he went and did something stupid. He got married yesterday and he's got to go to Bali tomorrow, so he didn't turn up. His wife wouldn't let him, they told me. He wanted to come, but his wife wouldn't let him. But anyway, not to worry. Congratulations to Glenn, as we got cars coming round now, and we should get a start. Field's looking good. My trifecta in this one. Graham Duffy, Chippy in the 63 and the 77 car. As the 52 car has a lose. They're away. 96 goes through. That's Adrian Gower. Have a look at young Simon Bent as he comes through. Johnny Yule's bonnet's gone up. He's in all kinds of trouble. If he's smart, he can get to the infield. Johnny Yule, though, we've got an official going to try and sort him out. Poor old Johnny Yule, that's the last thing he needs. One of the sponsors here from Clearview Windscreen, and his bonnet's gone up on him. Pulls it down, let's see if we can sort him out. But it's Chippy. Simon Bent come through the field like a house on fire there in the little 9 car from Glenn Beggs in the 4 car. Chippy goes round, gets Bent caught out too. And Beggs goes through now. Beggs up the inside of Bent, but I think Bent will have the horsepower. And Adrian Gower in the big 96 car. Graham Duffy and Ramsdale car. 140, so this will be in. And Duffy takes Ramsdale into the corner sideways. Takes him out high. 96 gets caught. Ramsdale round into the tyre. Round he goes. We got 2 or 3 down there. The 38 car's lost a wheel too. 06 is back in the hunt again as well. 140 sorts himself out. 38's got a tyre, so we've got Simon Bent leads from Glenn Beggs, then Graham Duffy, then Adrian Gower, Johnny Yule's a lap down, Philip Giddens, then Mark Taylor in the 77. Then we've got the 40 car comes around, that's Alan Kennedy in the 40 car, Joe L. And we go back to the Justin Alberni, Frank Ramsdale, 140. So at the moment, Cars in the dogleg going here. Chippy's broken down on the back straight. Something's happened to the 63 car. He won't be happy with that. Our leader, young Simon Bent. For those who follow Speedway, Russell and Glenda Bent, that's their young son, Simon, and doing a good job out there at this stage. The 4 car of Glenn Beggs, they had a third. They will want to finish up in the top. Lots of smoke coming out the old Falcon, but it's still going as Glenn Beggs steers it around. Graham Duffy in the 61 car. Normally drives the HQ, but elected to run a little Tirana this time round. He gets on the tail of Glenn Beggs. Let's hope he can keep it all together there, Glenn, because Glenn really wanted to finish well. They told me he went to bed early last night so that he could really drive this last heat without having a major headache or problem. But our leader, young Simon, miles out in front now. No one's going to catch him. Beggs got the pressure on him from Duffy. Car spinning out back in the dogleg there. Duffy into the back of Beggs. Tries, gives him another nudge. Can't go on with the job. That's a big heavy Falcon you're playing with there, Graham. Mark Taylor, though, in the 77 car. I was about to say he moves up, but he just spun out. Should get it going again and not lose a position, but takes away his chances of going any further. So now there's a challenge here as a slower car upsets Glenn Beggs. He gets mud in his eyes and Duffy gets the inside running. Beggs back into third place. He won't be happy with that, but he's a comfortable third. So our leader in the dogleg doing it easily. Graham Duffy second, Glenn Beggs in third place. That's still plenty of points as Duffy got the little Tirana wound up. Mark Taylor still in fourth, but he's a long way back as Beggs goes through and Duffy takes second place back again. Adrian Gow back in 96 with the Alberni car, and Johnny Yu back there in the little cordy. Our leader now, almost half a lap. Our leader, as Beggs gets crossed up, Duffy gets under him again. This second place is a bit of a challenge here. Checkered flag though to Simon Bent. Graham Duffy, all Glenn Beggs has got to do is keep it together for half a lap. The checkered flag's out, and let's hope he can keep it all together, not try too hard. Graham Duffy throws it in hard as they'll run to the line. And Beggs is going to do it. He'll be very happy with that. It was worth going to bed early, Glenn, and missing out on all the fun. Graham Duffy comes in third place. Fourth place will be Mark Taylor. He'll be happy with that because he had a couple of good finishes in the earlier heats. Then we should have Philip Giddens in the 7 car. They had to rebuild the front of this car. It got written off yesterday. Then the Ramsdale Alberni car. Johnny Ewell back there in a 06 car. Then what have we got left? The 96 car goes around again. That's Adrian Gower. And somewhere in there is the 40 car of Alan Kennedy. Comes round. I don't think we've got anything left in this field. No, bad luck for Joe L out there. He popped the tyre and bombed out. But a big 351 powered Ford. Have a listen to a Clearview windscreen. He's got a Clearview now, I can assure you. But top racing here today, Car Wars 3, and wait till the final comes. There will be 42 cars start the final race. 42 cars out there doing 69 laps. And I can't work it out. I think 69 was one of the amounts of entries we had. That's why we thought we'd give them a lap each and call it a 69 lapper. That's my story anyway. But his brother on the outside front. Young, what's his name? The 16 car's got Les Palmer in it from Yea down there. We got 5 cars out of Yea entered at this stage, so quite a good field. We'll see what happens when the flag drops as the rain drops. Coming from the other way though, isn't it? Right, and we've got to race the greens down. There's cars going everywhere as the rain falls. Sankey moves up and Richardson, but Bob Hurdle leads. The 55 car. There goes Dave Woods as he spins it around, sorts it out and gets himself going again. So down into the corner they go. Oh, 55's into the tyres, 68's in the tyres. They take the shortcut, they get penalised. 69 does the right thing, comes back around. 68 sorts him out, Hurd sorts himself out, but it's Bob Hurd leads from Alan Richardson. Then, what have we got? We've got Chris Capley at the moment in 09 and Colin Walker in the 131. That's a Statesman, believe it or not, if you can recognise it. Then we've got Scotty Cornwall. I told you to keep my eye on him. He's going quite well there in the 45. In the corner, we've got Hurdy, we've got the Nook Motors, we got Woods. They're all tangled up, trying to sort themselves out as Bob Hurd comes around. He's our leader, Alan Richardson, the two big old Fiji. Valiant, the older model Valiant. Then we've got Chris Capley, Colin Walker, and Scotty Cornwall in the old Falcon. Ken and Justin Pearson in the 69 car. Nook Motors out there having all kinds of drama. So is Dave Wood in the 77 car. That's Darren Tomlinson and Dave Wood out there in that 74, I should say. Les Palmer in the 16, all kinds of dramas as well as he goes around. Steve Hurd in drum. Bob Hurd's lost it there. Richo's got the lead now. So it's Richo from Chris Capley. Then we've got Colin Walker and Scotty Cornwall. Scotty Cornwall now into the side of the Statesman. It's a two big car.